What is going on, my beautiful friends? Thank you so much for joining me on another edition of Trail Talks. Today, we are headed to mountain biking heaven, the best bike park in the entire planet. We are headed to Whistler Bike Park. This is a chapter out of my book, The Best Mountain Bike Trails in Canada, available now on Amazon, your official Canadian mountain biking guidebook with all of the best trails in one place, including all of the must-ride bike parks that you absolutely must ride, and Whistler is at the top of that list. Everyone around the world knows where the best bike park in the world is, and that is Whistler. This place is absolutely sick. So many trails, it can be absolutely mind-boggling. This place just has trails left, right, and center, greens, double blacks, pro lines, blues and blacks, everything you need, a trail for the whole family, some of the sickest riding of all time, with the best builders ever, some of the best trail features you will ever find. Welcome into the Whistler Mountain Bike Park. One of the best parts about this park recently is they opened up their Creekside chairlift within the last number of years, really alleviating some pressure on this park. The one problem with Whistler is it is world class, so it is so busy. So sometimes it sucks waiting too long in the line, but now they got a second chairlift to alleviate some of that pressure, and that chairlift has lots of fun, newer trails coming off it too. Let us go to the park, my friends. Let us get into all of the epicness that Whistler Bike Park has to offer. Let us start with the greens. The one main flow green trail in the park is Easy Does It. This is your classic gentle green trail, gentle berms, take you down the mountain, classic green flow, not a bad trail at all for the whole family. The other really kind of fun green trail I suggest is the Golden Triangle. Those of you looking for some kind of cool green tech, Easy Does It has some other trails branching off of it you can get a little loose on. And the one really fun green tech trail in the park is Del Boca Vista. Really fun, short and sweet tech trail, but for green riders, it's kind of rare to find a really fun greenish tech trail that you can practice some tech on. But if you want to practice your tech and you're a beginner rider, Del Boca Vista is the absolute one. Next up, let us get into the blues for my intermediate friends. And my God, there is so many good ones. Let us start with some blue flow trails. All the berms in the world. These ones don't have quite as many jumps as what we are going to get into next, but we will start with the blue flow trails. You must ride Blue Velvet. Last time I was on that one, that was blue breaking bumps, but still a classic Whistler blue flow trail. You have other classics like Uno Mas, Blueberry Bathtub. Then you have the absolute banger classic Beeline. Such a sick trail. Not as many jumps on that one as I would like, but still classic Whistler Bike Park trail, Beeline, classic flow trail, Ninja Cougar, another trail. This one's a bit more of a mixed bagger, but still a classic flow trail. Then on the newer side of town, the Creekside Gondola, you have some of the sickest berms you will ever find. Not many jumps on these trails, but these trails are sick. South Park and Earth Circus, these ones have big old swooping berms going down the mountain. Some of the sickest flow trails of all time you could ride. Absolutely sick trails coming off of both lifts. For those of you blue riders looking to get a bit more air, I will introduce you to the sickest blue rated flow trail of all time, Crank It Up. This is one of the reasons why I go to Whistler Bike Park. I just dream of riding of Crank It Up. This is such a busy trail because it is one of the best blue jump lines in all of the world. This one has some of the most perfectly built tabletops you will ever see. It's got wall rides, it's got your berms. It is just an absolutely sickening flow trail, and this is the one where I learned how to fly, baby. Absolutely love Crank It Up. After that, the next step up from Crank It Up is Seymour. This one has a bit bigger jumps. They say that's the, you start with Crank It Up, then you ride Seymour, and then you'll be ready for A-Line. Another one with some good blue-rated air moments is Heart of Darkness. This one is towards the bottom. You will probably end up riding this one anyways. So these are the sick jump lines here, the sick blue-rated jump lines. Crank It Up, best blue jump line in the world, Seymour and Heart of Darkness. My friends looking for a bit more blue technical riding, you must check out Karate Monkey down to Samurai Pizza Cap. Very fun, blue, dusty tech. Absolutely love that line. And then they have some really, really good blue technical trails coming off of the new lift on Creekside. Really fun, like amazing trails. Spin Gnar and Call Me Maybe, great, rooted, rocky, technical beast. Absolutely amazing trails. When I was there, these trails were pretty much brand new. Amazing, just amazing to ride. Excuse me, my friends. Next up, let us get into the black rated trails. Now, let's get into one of the world's most famous trails of all time, A-Line. This is a big old jump line, which I believe it's got a technical section at the bottom now, last time I was there, but this is known for being one of the best jump lines in the world. A-Line. This one's got the big old tabletop jumps. It's got the moon booter towards the bottom. A-Line, what more can be said? The world's most famous black jump trail. And another really good, smooth, flowy, jumpy Whistler Bike Park single black is Freight Train. That one is absolutely awesome as well. I believe that's the one where you step up onto the train container and then you step down. When I was riding the trail, I rode right by that, but the gentleman I was riding with, he's like, it's kind of a gnarly feature, and he just made it look easy like butter, but very sweet trail as well. Freight Train. And then on the newer lift on the Creekside, Insomnia. This is a fun one too. Starts off with a bunch of sick tables, kind of A-Line style, and then it turns you into a very berm-filled trail. We wish there was more jumps continuing lower on the trail, but either way, Insomnia, worth the ride on the Creekside Gondola. For those of you looking for some of that good black rated tech, you got trails like Duffman. That is a very sweet black rated tech trail in the park, but the best one in all of the park, and this one can get gnarly. This one's got some gnarly rock slabs on it, and that one is Original Sin. Some of those rock slabs feel a bit like double blackish moments. Some of them can be quite intimidating actually, but Original Sin, probably the park's best technical single black, I would say. And you got more though too. Odessa, another amazing black tech trail on the Creekside, and you got BC's trail, which is what I might call a dark black. A little bit spicy, gets a little bit steep at times. I believe that one actually, BC's trail, might have been rated a double black before, so this one gets to a dark black. And the other single black we must talk about, Top of the World. This one requires an additional lift ticket to get up there. This one is absolutely cool. If you want some views, if you want to descend from the very top of Whistler, the Top of the World, on a technical masterpiece of a trail, you gotta ride Top of the World. 6.2 kilometers of fun, 721 meters of descent. That one is an absolute epic. As I said, you need an additional chairlift to get up here. They only sell so many a day, so get up there early if you want to ride the legendary epic Top of the World. Let us get into the double blacks now, and there is so many good ones. It can be sickening, my friends. Let us start with Fade to Black. This one is legendary. It has a legendary road gap on it. It's got a legendary kind of step up, step down features. This one is absolutely ridiculous. It is double black for a reason, with some double blackish features, and just one of the classics in the park. Fade to Black, short trail, but very, very fun trail. The other classic double black jump line in the park is Dirt Merchant. Absolutely world famous Whistler jump trail that you've got to ride if you got the skills to clear these bigger jumps, because it gets even bigger. So Dirt Merchant starts as a double black, and then it goes into the pro line. So Dirt Merchant is a two-part trail. Dirt Merchant, and then it turns into a pro line with some very big jumps, gaps, hips, big drops. So bring your A game if you are going to be riding Dirt Merchant, and follow the progression, my friends. Follow the progression. Make sure you're very, very good on A-Line first before you even consider the double black portion of Dirt Merchant, and then you'll be ready for the pro line, because there's even bigger jumps after the pro line on Dirt Merchant. But let us get into the technical double blacks you gotta ride, and there's so many good ones here. If you're looking for all of your steeps and all of your rock slabs, your gnarly Whistler terrain, look no further than Joyride, Schlayer, Whistler DH, Detroit Rock City, and Clown Shoes. All of these trails have some great slabs on them. Detroit Rock City is an absolute classic. Joyride, Schlayer, they're all great. Clown Shoes here, this one has some like intimidating drops, some crazy slab. This one is a hard double black, I would say, Clown Shoes. So do not underestimate any double black at Whistler ever. This is gnarly. This is Whistler technical terrain. This is as good as it gets when it comes to tech riding, my friends. So those are all of the big tech trails that you gotta ride right here. Joyride, Schlayer, Whistler DH, Detroit Rock City, Clown Shoes, and there's more. I couldn't fit them all on my board. But now let us get into the pro lines. Most of you should stay off these, but for the very few, these are fun as heck. You got Dwayne Johnson, which has some big air on it. Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And then those of you looking for some massive jumps, the biggest jumps in the park. So once you've graduated from the pro line on Dirt Merchant, you could ride the pro line Crab Apple Hits, which features a 65-foot jump. The biggest jumps in the park are on Crab Apple Hits. Absolutely enormous. Just, this is what Whistler is famous for. It's literally got it all. It's got your greens and it's got your pro lines. It's got it all. So if you are looking for some massive jumps, Crab Apple, this has all sorts of hips on it. This is for pros. So if you're going to ride Crab Apple Hits, do not expect it to be like Crank It Up the Blue. These are massive jumps, so come with your A game, and I know you are going to love it, my friends. Those of you looking for the complete sea to sky experience, this is a trail not even open to the public. I believe they open it up maybe one weekend a year, but it's worth mentioning one of the most gnar trails in the sea to sky corridor, which they say has a bit of everything. It's got your rock slabs, your drops, your steep chutes. It is a sea to sky classic. $11.99, which is the big pro line on the creek side, which you will not even be able to ride most weekends, but it is worth mentioning as one of the coolest trails in the Whistler Bike Park, my friends. Save up your money and get your butts out to Whistler. This place is expensive, but it'll be worth it, I promise you. One of the best places you could ever ride bikes, and just millions of trails in the valley surrounding it. We have 5 or 6 trails in Whistler in this book. I forgot 5 or 6 sections. This is your complete Canadian mountain biking guidebook with everything you need to know about Whistler. So if you want to learn more about Whistler mountain biking and the bike park, it is all in here, my friends, available now on Amazon. I love you all, and I hope to see you at the Whistler Bike Park. You will see me there, casing jumps galore, having the time of my life. Peace and lots of love, my friends. I am out today.